Hi guys, Otto here. First off, apologise about the hair and the more hair on the face. I've recently got back from Tunisia and I'm still unpacking, so I can't bother to do anything about it. And obviously it's Movember. Go onto the Movember website, search for me. My real name's obviously David Day. Search for me, you'll see me in a stupid hat. Please donate, even if it's only £1. It goes to a great charity. Something I think a lot of us have all been touched by and can relate to. So please donate to Movember. Great cause. This video, it's more of a, it's not really an informative video, it's more of a blog. So I can see how I'm getting on with my new project. Don't know if you've read the previous posts on the Zaccaria Arcade Machines forum that we've got running now. Facebook page, sorry, not forum. However, me and a couple of mates are actually thinking about setting something up. If you're interested in that sort of thing, please post a comment. We're going to try and get something set up maybe early next year if we get sort of a few people interested. It'll run in conjunction with our Atari 2600 page, probably. Definitely on the same server anyway. But check that out if you like Atari stuff. AtariCollectors.co.uk. This video. So, I am doing a Zaccaria build. It's a Phoenix cab that I'm building. I haven't actually got much I can show you at the moment. This is just sort of the preliminary stuff that I'm doing, just to sort of inventory what I've got, what I need. What I need is a lot, basically. The actual things I've got an original Phoenix PCB that's fully working. That actually was the first game that I owned, and it actually arrived in this cab when it was a Bass Jammer cab. Obviously it's been converted to Street Fighter now, but the PCB it's lovely. It's in really good nick, so I don't really need to worry about that side of it. I also have, just reach over here, my new old stock Phoenix marquee, courtesy of, and I'm terrible with forum names, Lesalil 70, I believe it is. It's Dean. Dean, thank you so much for sorting me out that new old stock marquee. That is one of the massive steps forward, because that's really going to make the whole cab pop, look really nice. I've tried searching to try and find some, obviously not new or new old stock, or just I have some second-hand mounting brackets. From what I've seen in pictures, I think it's like 2 long bars and then 2 curved bars that obviously wrap around the front. It might be something that I can fabricate. Not entirely sure. I'll be speaking to Silver Fox about that, because he's the man in question that's given me the biggest thing to get this sorted. He kind of started the whole project going. He has got a Zaccaria shell down in Slough. Obviously not here yet. Today's Sunday. Me and my friend Jay, I've kind of got a bit lucky. He lives in Manchester, and he's picking a cab up from down south, and we're going halves on the petrol, getting a van, driving down there. It's not far from Silver Fox's house, so we're going to swing by there and pick up this shell. Also, he's a really good guy. He's, with everything sort of artwork side of sort of restores projects to do, he's really sort of my go-to guy, because he's a very talented graphic designer, and he did all my Capcom control panel. He built that complete control panel. So I know the man's got the skills, and he's always got so much time to answer questions. And I'll badger him for 2-hour-long phone calls. So thanks, Sarj, for helping me out with that. So I've got this shell. It's in a bit of a sorry state. Obviously I haven't seen it myself, but I know what it's like, because I've spoken to Sarj in great length about it. The one side's not too bad. The other side is completely bare wood. And obviously we know about Zac cabs, they are all about the artwork. I fully back Sarj with what he did with sanding that side of the cab down, which he'll admit he sanded all that artwork off. Even at this stage where it's bare wood, it's going to take a lot of fill work on it. The damage that was done to the side of the cab, it's not like someone scratched the keys on it, try and scratch their name in. These are deep gouges. It's basically malicious work's been done to that. Someone's purposely, when it's been in, an operator's site has gone in with like a screwdriver or a Stanley knife and they've taken chunks out of the whole side. So even if it wasn't sanded down, I wouldn't have had it in that state in my house. Because we collect these things and we throw them because it's what we do, it's a passion. There's a couple of options that I'm looking at. Obviously I've got to completely fill inside and get that smooth. I'm hopefully the other side's salvageable. We'll look at that next week when I go and pick it up. So my two options are these. The one option which in theory would be best is very, very time consuming, and I don't know if I've got the skills to do it. I spent 3 years studying art. In fact, if you include GCSE and A level and then college on top of that, probably close to 5 years studying art. I haven't got a steady hand anymore though. I had some surgery a few years ago and I get a bit of a shaky hand, so I'm not as good as I used to be. But I may be able to, because I believe the original Zac cabs were stencil painted. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm potentially going to try and restore it that way and do full side out that way. That would be the cheaper option. I think the finish would be nicer, but I don't think I'll get the finish that I want. I don't think I'll get it as, not the right word, I don't want to say professional, because it'll look good, but it won't be as tailored, it won't be as smooth. So the other option is, I believe we're lucky enough to have some of the scans. I'll speak to Sarj again probably tonight about that, and then get in one of our friends to do a complete reproduction side panel, vinyl, and then filling in the wood and then applying that. See if I'll speak to Muddy Music when I've got the cab and see what he says and how much he thinks that's going to cost. The only thing about that, it's going to have a slightly different texture to the other side, so if I'm vinyling the one side with reproduction art, potentially I'll do the other side as well at the same time, just so the oval feel of the cab sort of marries up and looks good. So we've got shell, all good. New old stock marquee, brilliant. Need to sort some brackets. PCB, fine. I think it wasn't originally a Phoenix. I think it was a Quasar, maybe. So the control panel layout is similar. We're going to get the new, not a new old stock. We're going to get a reproduction overlay done for that. That'll look good. So we need to get that done. I think the original wire harness is in there for the Quasar. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. But I'm not sure what edge connectors on that. I doubt that'll be compatible with my Phoenix PCB. So again, I'll update everyone on that and see what that's like. Monitor wise, I'm also quite lucky because the same guy Sarj has got a 19-inch Hantorix, I think it's Hantorix 9000 monitor, which is the monitor that I've got in this as well. And obviously the monitor was originally orientated the other way, and I had Phoenix in this. And I know Phoenix looked really, really nice on a 19-inch Hantorix, or Hantrix, however you want to pronounce it. It's probably Hantrix. and the Zac, as far as I know, originally had a 19-inch monitor, so that's fine. I've got the original glass. The glass that was in the cab when he got it was the Phoenix glass. So to have, and the glass is beautiful. It's really, really good. So to have that glass and that marquee, it's a really good start. So sorry about the cough. So that's pretty much where we are. I also need a coin door. That's proving to be a bit of a pain. On DRAGONSLAIR forum, one of the guys put me in touch with a guy who had one. It was a bit of a state. I think it was in Vienna, maybe. I've emailed him a couple of times. No reply. I've tried phoning him and couldn't get through. So that might be a bit of a dead end. So on the lookout for a Zaccaria coin door. If anyone has got an idea of where I can get one of those. The Starfield sort of bezel that goes around the monitor, I think I can get that reproduced quite cheaply, so that's a nice easy one. Apart from that, I think we're pretty good on the project. There's not actually that much that I need to get. It's just the issue of sourcing the parts, which, as I'm very new into Zac cabs, I don't really know how hard that's going to be, but we will endeavour, and we'll see where we get to. So that's sort of my first informative video, if you want to call it that, or just random ramblings of what's going on. But that's my Zac cab project, which is going to be